was it they were talking about? They're like, oh well, I don't know like how much. Just start the podcast.
Yeah, I've been recording for like 5 minutes.
Dude, say something.
You always do this.
I was
dude.
either waiting on we were gonna have some interesting topic that was gonna lead into the podcast, or
yeah, no, this is what he does. He tries to catch us off guard and put some shit that he can bribe
Yeah,
us with.
he literally, it's never, the podcast never starts with Clay saying some dumb shit. It's always one of us saying some dumb shit.
Like,
and then Clay goes, welcome to the podcast, guys.
You guys know I edit this shit, right?
Yeah, no shit. So it'll wait till I say something like, something weird, dicks, and then Clay's like, welcome to the podcast, everybody.
Yeah, there you go.
Look at my weird fucking friends, guys. I'm the professional one here.
Thanks.
They're so weird.
Hey, you shouldn't have given me this series, man. My shit, I'm gonna write the weird ass descriptions. I'm gonna cut the shit,
man.
But anyway, what's up? What's good? Welcome back, everybody, to the Wavelengths podcast. This is episode 13?
23.
11, and we are back to talk some more bullshit 69. With y'all. But as usual, I'm joined by my usual co-hosts, Best Hair and Halo, all this, all that. Cole and Justin, what's up, brothers?
What's up?
Here's the thing. I had some bullshit happen to me the other day. So, you know how...
Justin, I hear, had some bullshit too, which we've been waiting for.
Oh, yeah.
To hear. So
it's been some bullshit, yeah. All in and around the snow apocalypse in the south. It's been some bullshit going on. So last week, like right before it started snowing in the south and shit, I ran to Zaxby's to try to get some of that new orange chicken. You know what I'm saying? Zaxby's got the orange chicken now. I was gonna see what was up. I rolled up to the Zaxby's, ordered my food, whatever. Rolled around to the front window of the drive-thru.
What were you getting?
I was getting the orange chicken. I rolled up to the drive-thru and I said, please, can I have the orange chicken? And they were like, word, yeah, pull around.
Have the orange chicken.
Yeah, they're like, word, yeah, pull around. But I got to the drive-thru window, right, and dude opens the fucking thing, and everybody who works at Zaxby's is like between 16 and 20, right? It's all like high school kids, at least here where I live. And so it's this dude, you know, like 17-year-old looking dude, right? He's got like one of those Harry Potter like Ravenclaw like sweatshirts on, right? And he goes, "Hey, what's up, man? It's gonna be, you know, so and so, whatever." I handed him my card, and he was like, "So how you doing today?" And I was like, "Yeah, you know, I'm pretty good. Whatever." He's like, "I'm just trying to, you know, get some orange chicken.
Chicken.
Go home and eat it." And he's like, "Word, yeah." He's like, "Yeah, you know, I've been working all day. You know, it's long hours. You know, I had school before this. About to get off and go to my second job. I'm a Twitch streamer. About to go to my second job as a Twitch streamer."
That's what he
Yeah,
said.
he said that to me. Dead ass with his full chest. And then looked at me and waited for my response. Waited to see what I was gonna say. And I looked right back at him and I was like, uh-huh.
A word.
Oh, word, dude, what's your Twitch, bro? I gotta watch it now.
What the fuck do you want me to say to that?
This guy handed me my orange chicken.
No, and this is all before my food had come, so he's just sitting there looking at me like...
You should have looked at him and been like, yeah, Twitch is my only job.
Yeah, we'd be like, "Oh, word, yeah, you're a Twitch streamer? Yeah, me too.
Yeah, follow for follow.
I'm a failure as well. Let's do it together." It's just like the fucking TSA guy.
Bro.
The TSA guy, bro. Was going through security. Motherfucker was like, "Yo, are you a YouTuber?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Oh, I didn't think you really were. I was just making a joke." Like, "Oh, okay." Like I walked past him.
Weird joke, bro.
What the fuck happened to you, Justin?
Alright.
Can I share a quick drive-through story? It's quick.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Think of it. So one time I go to Taco Bell. It's late. It's like 3 a.m. It's back when I was still living in Georgia. I'm rolling through, just me, just trying to get some food. There are probably only like 2 people in there at 3 a.m. Right? This one woman, probably late 30s, early 40s, was running the window. I don't remember what I ordered. Who gives a shit? So I roll up. I'm listening to this new Real Friends album drops, pop punk band I like, right? So I'm just jamming their shit. It came out like the day before that, so it's like really new. Anyways, I'm just like bumping the shit, waiting on my food. I'd already like paid, and then the woman like came back over to the window. She's like, "Hey," it's like, "Hey," she's like, "I like your hair a lot." It's like, "Thanks." And she's like, "What are you listening to?" It's like, I told her it's like real friends is like she's like, wow, it sounds really awesome. What are they called
Damn.
again? I was like,
Damn.
real
Check out
friends.
that. Can I get in your car?
Dude, that,
Yeah.
that's what sounded
You
like.
wanna,
Would you like to
you
get
wanna,
me pregnant
get outta
tonight?
here?
But the reason it made me think of this is the whole time is like, can I just get my food so I can leave? Like, why?
Right.
Why are we doing
Well,
this?
we're sitting here. I'm just trying to get my orange chicken. And this
You don't have to
goofball in the
pass the time
Ravenclaw
with me.
sweatshirt is like, yeah, I'm a Twitch streamer. It's my second job.
I'm listening to music. You don't need to pass the time with me.
Right.
You gave me the food.
No, if we're gonna like one last drive-through story, it was whenever me and Cole, I went to Georgia for the first time, and Cole was like, "We're gonna go to Bola's," and I was like, "I don't know what the fuck that is." And he was like, "Zaxby's."
Hell
Like,
yeah.
We're gonna go through. He's like, "We're gonna go through the drive-through though, because I don't feel like sitting inside." And I was like, "Okay, whatever." And so we go.
This is pre-pandemic
go to our-
times.
Yeah, pre-pandemic. This is like 4
2017.
years ago. It's like 4 years ago, like 3.5 years. So we go and we order our food, and we're I think it's whenever we're sitting there ordering the food, this car comes up behind us and honks at us. It was either while we were paying or it was one of the 3 stops. This motherfucker was honking at us. We're like, bro, we're waiting on the employees and we just got here. I don't know what your problem is. And this person inches up and backs into the back of Cole's car. But Cole had that little fucking trailer thing.
I had the trailer.
Right.
Yeah.
So he just hit the little trailer shit.
Just
He
fucked
just
his
hit
shit
the
up.
trailer thing, and then we move up and we look back, and it's just a fucking intention in front of these guys' car.
Wait, so were y'all just like waiting in the drive-through?
Yeah, like we're
So
It
like
was.
literally, there's no reason for y'all to try to move up.
yeah.
No,
That guy was
like,
on
I
something.
think I'm pretty sure we were either waiting for our food or we had just paid.
My dude was
And
angry.
like Cole was waiting for his car back. And like it was taking a weird amount of time. But like this guy was so impatient and just started honking, and we're like, "There's nothing. I don't know what you want from us."
My dude
And then he
needed
started
his boneless wings.
Going forward, he started going for it. And I was like,
Just imagine y'all are like, what the fuck?
"Fuck!" And no, because I remember I was like, "Cole, you just hit your car," and he's like, "I'm not worried about it."
Wait, was that also pre-fusion? Was that Jeep times?
Yeah, that would have been my
That was
last
Jeep.
my Jeep Cherokee that I had.
God, that thing was a tank.
It was, dude. It was a good car. I liked all 3 of my Jeeps that I had. They were cool.
Thanks.
Anyways,
So now-
Justin, let's finally hear it.
Bullshit. The fucking buffoonery. So,
The buffoon.
it was a whole thing trying to get Korean barbecue in the first place. My girlfriend wanted to take me out for Korean barbecue. My birthday was on the 18th of this month, February.
Happy belated on the podcast.
Thanks.
Everybody say it in the comments too.
Yeah, you better fucking say it.
Better
Anyone who
fucking
doesn't,
say it.
banning you off of the channel.
You're getting IP banned.
Yeah, you fucking clown. My dad actually works for YouTube. I don't know him.
Facts, dude.
but
My
I
uncle's
think
Bill
he works-
Gates.
Bill Gates is your father, bro.
This whole
I don't
time.
know my dad, but I'm pretty sure it's Bezos. So I wouldn't fuck with me.
Fuck with me right now. I'm kind of unfuckwittable.
Hey,
Dude, your dad can do whatever
Bezos.
you want. That's
Fuck with me.
honestly
Yeah, I can just go around saying that.
low
shit.
key.
That's
That's kind
facts,
of busted,
dude.
bro.
Dude,
I
that's
can say
busted.
to everyone except my father. He will get mad.
Dude, his dad is OP as shit.
Okay, so it was a whole thing. We tried going Sunday night, and then Sunday night she milked way too hard, and we ended up not being able to go. The place closed at 10. It was like 8, and we were about to start heading that way, and we're like calling to reserve a table, and they're like, "Yeah, like if you guys want to do the all you can eat like Korean barbecue, or we just keep bringing you like pieces of meat to cook, you can't do it now." And I was like, "Okay, whatever." So we didn't do that, and then we wanted to go the next day. So Sunday, we tried going Monday. They're closed on Monday, and now it's Tuesday. And we're like, okay, we're gonna go get this shit. Like, I haven't eaten all day. Like, I haven't eaten in anticipation for this bomb ass food. And we get to my place. She gets ready and everything, and we're ready to go. It's like, all right, cool. I go out, and there's a car. So I'm parked. There's a car right behind me, just parked with its hazards on. And I'm like, fuck. And so I go out there, and one of my neighbors from across at the other building was like, "Oh, she just went to go put her groceries in. She should be back in like 5 minutes." It's like, cool. So I wait in my car, and I wait about 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, this is taking a little while. Getting a little annoyed. I'm hangry at this point, and 10 minutes go by. At the 20-minute mark, little taps on the horn, and I hate that because like I just moved here. Some of the people have probably been here for a really long time. I probably look like an asshole. I see people like peeking out their window, like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Skipper, please. I'm telling a story. Yeah, I got
Skipper.
this cat, by the way.
Yeah,
Say
you
that
got a fucking cat too.
Podcast hasn't met Skipper yet. He looked like
cool.
a cat.
Skipper, otherwise known as Skittles. The CIA name.
Otherwise known.
Or Scrunchy.
Yeah. That's like his agent name.
Skipper is his government name.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I'm starting to honk on the horn. I literally have people being like, "Hey, yo, shut the fuck up!" And I'm like, "Dog, there's a car behind me."
Yeah, fucking leave.
And then after about like,
so just so I have this in my head, right? You're parked just like in a normal parking spot.
Yeah,
and somebody just pulls up and just parks and then leaves their hazards on.
Also, the parking lot, like where Justin lives, like his apartment complex, is like narrow as fuck everywhere. Like there's no room to back up, turn around.
Yeah, there's 2 cars parked beside me, so there was no way.
It's tight as hell, bro. There's no room for maneuverability.
Did you not like try to find out like what apartment they were in and just like go be like, "Hey, yo."
Knock on the door.
I would have done that after 5 minutes.
Right.
For the record, I would have been like,
I go to the guy. Skip it, please. I go to the guy.
He wanted to talk on the podcast, bro.
I go to the guy who told me that like, oh, she's gonna be right back. And I go up there. I'm like, yo, you know what apartment she lives in? Because I don't know where the fuck this girl is. And he was like, it's weird. She was taking groceries in. It's like, oh shit, I hope she's okay. So now at this point, so I come out. Other people started coming out because they started hearing me honking, and they were like, what the fuck is going on? So at this point, I have like a group of about 5 people.
Can I just ask, how much were you honking? Because if people are like opening their
right, yeah.
Yeah,
at one point, I'm like, dude, I'm fucking done with this. And Kayla goes, I'm not. And I was like, bitch, you do not live here.
I didn't know Kayla was with you. I thought you were there, like going to pick her up or something.
No,
like, I thought she was waiting. Okay.
She was already at my house, and she was getting annoyed as hell too. She's like, this bitch, whenever I find her, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of her.
Yeah.
You know, she talks big. She talks big.
Dude, no, I honestly, I bet listening to Kayla in that situation would have been hilarious. Because I can just imagine her popping off.
Big. I love her. But yeah, so like it was like a little fucking group of people like, where's this bitch at? And so we go to my building, and
you formed a mob they were looking forward to?
Yeah, they were looking forward to, because like now everyone's worried, like, this lady like hurt? Is there something like we need to look out for? And so like we go like door to door, everyone in my building, they're like, yeah, that's not my car, that's not my car, that's my car. And then when someone's like, I know who that lady is, I was like, sweet. And so they come all the way downstairs. I was like, where they live? They're like, I don't know. I was like, what the fuck is the point then? And so finally it gets to the point, and at this point it's like an hour in of us trying to find this lady. I was like, all right, whose car is this? And they're like, that's mine. And I was like, move that car. And they're like, okay. Swing out and get out. What I was tired of hearing though this entire time is people would come up and they would see the car behind me and they go, I could get it out of there. And I was like, no, you can't. No, you can't. And they're like, yeah, I could get it out of there. And I go, here's my keys. Do it. I fucking dare you. I fucking dare you, because you're not going to be able to. And they're like, nah, because then it's a liability and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, talks big, but no one's out here trying it. Because I got the wheel. It can't turn anymore. It cannot turn. Dude. And like,
wait, so hold on. How did you end up getting the person again? Like the person
I never did.
Was?
Yeah, never did. He got the person next to him to move.
I call her like
whip the shit out the side, yeah.
Security, and they're like, yeah, a tow truck's gonna come out. And I was like, well, have y'all contacted the person? Because like people are like actually worried about her. I'm a little worried about her too. And they're like,
yeah, at that point, can't find that bitch.
I like my first like round of food came in, and I got a text message being like, Yeah, she showed up. She's fine. She just showed up. She forgot, and I was like, "You
Sick.
forgot about your car. You
You
forgot about
park
your car."
your car in front of other cars and then forget.
I
Forgot about
almost
it.
got that shit towed. I almost called the tow truck and was like, "Get this shit out of here. I never want to see this car on the property. I want this shit demolished. I want it to go in the fucking compactor."
Yeah, he calls the like the crusher.
Yeah, I'm like, "Hey, I got something out here for y'all." They're like, is it a broke down car?" I was like, "It's just parked behind me."
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah, nah, it's been there for like a year. Nobody's touched it.
I actually called the tow company, and it was like 7, and they were like, "Yeah, we won't get there until like 10." I was like, 10? I was like, what?
On
Like,
God, somebody better show up and move this fucking car.
On God.
No,
And
dude, like
then-
I want to give people the benefit of the doubt a lot. I like, try to be patient. But
course.
like, oh, I forgot.
Right, but like especially in a situation like that where like your car is literally blocking me from leaving my
You
house.
didn't park
like,
it.
literally-
You can't forget to park your car.
Right,
I'm
and-
sorry. That doesn't make sense.
But also at that point, like you have literally rocked my plans and have like you've totally ruined two people's like entire
no,
evenings.
a lot of people's evenings apparently.
Right, yeah,
because
and there was
they
a
got
crowd out
whole
there, and
search
you
party
just gonna
together.
show up and be like, oh shit, my bad.
No, straight up, whenever I went door to door, I was like, "Hey, I'm the person honking. I'm sorry. Someone's parked behind me. Do you know where they live?" And they're like, one of the person on the 3rd floor, the person like way above me, who I've told Clay about.
Yeah, my man.
Dude, he came out. He was like, "Bro, I was about to go out there. There's gonna be a problem. You kept kept honking." And I was like, "Yeah, my bad. But do you see that shit?" He's like, "Oh, I would have broke that bitch's window."
That's what I'm thinking, dude. At some point, like, was the car on?
No.
Okay, so she
Oh.
was letting her lights
So,
blink.
because like I'm imagining like she like stopped it and it was like still on like behind your shit, because like somebody was said put up groceries and shit.
He straight up told me, he was like, "I would have broke that bitch's window, put it in neutral."
Right, just scoot it up a little bit.
I was like,
How-
"Who do you think's car?"
How old was the tenant of like? Do you end up finding out how old the
never
person
saw
who's
Damn.
because
Apparently
like
she's-
again, I want to give people the benefit of the doubt. If she's elderly, like
I-
park close to carry your groceries in, but if not, like fucking walk your groceries in. Like it sucks, but everybody has to do it. Like,
And definitely don't forget about that shit.
I lived in a city in an apartment on the 3rd floor. Fucking sucks. When I moved out, the elevator didn't work. Fucking sucks.
I remember.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it. It sucks. Like,
And then like we got there, and I already had a long day at work, and I had to deal with that. And literally, I was at the Korean barbecue place.
Yep.
It was like,
Happy birthday.
babe, are you
Somebody-
okay? You hardly touched your Korean
like-
barbecue.
And the other thing is that I was telling these people, I was like, "Hey, this isn't getting hot enough," because our food was taking like 20 minutes to cook. And they were like, "Yeah, no, like it should be fine. Like, let me just crank up the heat a little bit." I was like, "No, you don't have enough charcoal on there. That's why like the charcoal's not burning. So there's no heat. Like I have to put it like it's supposed to be like you can put it anywhere, but
Damn, bro.
like you mostly want to put it
Motherfuckers in
But I had
Houston
to
are just
make-
helpless, huh?
I had to put a ring around. I had to put a ring of meat on the fucking grill so it'd get on the actual fire.
Just as at the Korean barbecue place, like, bitch, let me do it.
I have
We
never
actually
had the
pulled-
pleasure of having Korean barbecue.
I have
but
not
what-
either.
It's good.
Seems delicious.
I bet I was on pace to try a bunch of new foods before they canceled all my fucking Halo events. It's gonna be sick.
Dude, we're gonna go back to Seattle and get hella seafood. It's gonna be lit.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I want to go back to Seattle. I haven't been to any of the Cali events yet. It's gonna be fucking sick, dude. Can't wait. That sounds like a real shitty night, Justin.
It was really shitty.
I'm not
And
gonna lie.
I texted the group chat. God is real, and He's really trying me today. And they were
Yeah.
like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "I'll explain it in the podcast."
There you go, bro. Got milked to
Yeah, that's-
fucking oblivion.
That's some shit, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, I went to Houston and hung out with Justin for 8 or 9 days, and the amount of bullshittery that happened during that 9-day period was actually crazy. I'm telling you, if I had Justin's life, I don't know if I'd put up with it.
This like y'all wonder why like I'm always on the defense. Like always say some shit out of pocket. This is why. Someone's trying to fuck me over
Right,
at all
bro.
times.
Right.
Like I couldn't pick Clay up because one of my friends wouldn't sit in my apartment
Facts,
for
dude.
like.
Yeah, I got off the plane in Houston, and one of Justin's bum ass friends was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna like watch some shit on TV instead of like helping you out and shit." It's like there's some shit on TV I'm trying to watch, and then Justin texted me and was like, "All right, my friend can't do the shit, so I gotta go do it. So you got to Uber from the airport.
guess
It's
what?
like 40 minutes." I was like,
I
"What the
needed
fuck?"
I needed them to sit there while the couch came in. Like while my other friend brought the couch in, I was like, I just need someone there. Like you don't even have to help him. Like I just need to know that he's able to be there, and like there won't be any issue because I don't want him to just sit there. I was like, just fucking help him bring it in. The couch isn't heavy. Like it'll fit right in. He'll be fine. And he was like, yeah, nah. Like I gotta watch this TV show that I watch on Fridays. And I was like, word, you do? That's what you gotta do. You gotta watch a goddamn TV show.
Yep.
Pissed me off.
Yeah, so I took a $40 Uber from the airport, and then
And
I helped move couches in and build furniture.
Dude, Clay did it. Dude,
Dude, I did all that shit.
I wrote about the whole apartment too because I was supposed to be in by Tuesday, have everything moved in.
Yeah.
That way, coming and shit.
God, dude.
We
Moral of the story, yeah, Justin just gets hoed, bro. Justin
Dude,
be getting
people
hoed
are
these
like-
days.
People remember like life is Towie or life is Town. No, life is Justin.
Facts,
Like,
dude.
Life
Fucking
is
facts.
Beedrill.
Life is Beedrill.
Life is Beedrill.
Everyone sees him as a shit on Pokemon. He's actually low-key great.
You wanna know the most holy
Excuse me.
god.
Motherfucker.
You wanna know
Talk to me like that, bitch.
You wanna know the most down bad I've been in a while? That happened to me the other day though. I was in Publix a few days ago. I was trying to buy some Code Red. You know what I'm saying? Hold the 12-pack of Code Red. That's literally all I bought. I'm in the Publix. I got my 12-pack of Code Red. Standing, I walk up to the little self-checkout area because I just got my one fucking thing, right? As soon as I get there, line forms, fucking people.
Wait, what do you buy?
I'm buying one 12-pack of Code Red.
Okay.
That's it. That's it. And
Wait,
all...
I'll
Wait, say it again?
Yes, I'll have the Code Red.
Yes, I'll have the Code Red. So, all 4 of the self-checkout lanes are taken up by ladies with full-size carts that are not in the regular lines, but are doing like, I got 25 things in my cart, scanning all the shit. I'm sitting there waiting the whole ass time. And then somebody had some shit happen, and the machine starts beeping, and dude starts throwing his arms up in the air like, what the fuck? And then had to get the Publix guy to come over, and they like open up the inside of the shit, and they're like digging around in there. So now there's only 3. And then all this other bullshit's happening, somebody's card gets declined. I end up waiting in line for like 25 minutes. Just trying to get my one little thing of Code Red. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you gotta go to the self-checkout, bro.
I was at the self-checkout. That's what I'm saying. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers with carts were there. That's why I was so mad.
Yeah, I got you.
I just imagine they're like, if you got more than 15 items, get the fuck out of here. And
Right.
Clay's over there, I got the Code Red.
Right.
That's actually happened to me before though. We had like 20 items. We usually always go to the self-checkout, and they had
Right.
like a bunch of people there, and they were like, if you have more than 10 items, you gotta go.
Right.
So, yeah.
But everybody's too polite at Publix, I guess. So they didn't say shit to those people. So I'm waiting like 25 minutes to go check out. I have this one thing, and everybody else is doing all this bullshit. And the second that everybody gets finished up, a lane opens up. I'm next in line. I start walking forward. Top of the 12-pack tears, fucking falls. All 12 of them explode all over the floor. And I was like, literally in that moment, I was like, shit, dude. I was like, am I embarrassed? Am I pissed? I was like, what do I feel right now? And I just kind of looked at it all, like, seeping into the floor, and I was like, what are you gonna fucking do?
Dude, that same thing happened to me like 2 days ago. Not the
Yeah.
same thing, but similar. I had to go get the oil changed. So I take the car in to get the oil changed.
Ended up getting my
and
Code Red, by the way. It was fun.
After
Yes,
that,
I'm here
I
for
see
the
that.
oil change.
I would like the oil change. So yeah, they're doing that, and then like my plan afterwards, I had a couple errands to run. So I was like, I'm gonna hit a gas station, get a Red Bull, because that's my shit. And then
That's my motherfucking snack.
That's my motherfucking snack right there. So then I'm gonna go run my errands. But I'm in the waiting room at the Jiffy Lube, and I'm chilling, and they have a Coke machine, and it's got all these Coke products, and it has a Monster and then a NOS in the bottom. I don't drink Monster because I used to drink it in high school, but I don't fuck with that shit anymore. NOS was like huge throwback. That's like I was like, fuck it, I'll have one of them. I haven't had one in a long time, and then I won't have to go to the gas station. I'll save some time, right? I got a couple bucks cash on me. Let's do it. So it's a tall boy of NOS, So I put the things in the machine and I press it, and what the fuck do you think happens when that thing came tumbling down? Hits on the side of the can. There's a side of the can gets pierced, and it's just. And I'm the only one in the waiting room.
You're just like looking around.
Everybody else is out working on my car, and I'm like, and then I ran it outside, and I was like, yo, you guys got a trash can in there? Because this shit, like,
I just imagine it'd be way funnier if it came down, exploded, and you were just like, sat back down. It was like, oh my god.
No, you just leave it in the little tray in the bottom of the vending machine. You could just see it like through the glass, just like spraying all through the fucking vending machine.
Thankfully, I was like, I understand if you guys can't, but if there's any way I could like try to get another one, that'd be cool. I think I got some quarters for you, so thankfully I did it, and then I caught the next one.
Yeah, you had to wait down there and be like, eh.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of NOS. Like, anytime I think of NOS, I think of MLG. Because y'all remember when NOS was sponsoring them, like back in Black Ops 2, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the
big ass logos.
Yeah.
They used to have those goofy plastic bottles with the like canister top thing. Like it's an actual like canister of nitrous. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, what a throwback.
Dude, this one time, so like I was in like middle school. I get off from Wednesday night church. I pop over to the gas across the street with a couple of my friends.
Get out of youth group at 7:30 Wednesday night.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Time to party.
So, and like in the little downtown of the city that I grew up in, it's really small. There was a little gas station right across from the church, so we'd walk over there, and I bought a NOS for like one of the first times. But when you're a kid and you're out there, you're trying to get something cool. You're not trying to get like I got a Coke.
Bro. I ain't buying it. Drinks. Right. I ain't buying a Yoo-hoo.
So it's like 6 p.m., whatever it is. I slam this NOS, and then I go home, and I still had the bottle. I wanted to keep it, right? Because it looked cool. It had the like a little canister thing. So I put the bottle in the sink. I like rinse it out with water, and then just like put it in there for a minute. Like I don't know. Then I try to go to sleep, and then I'm up till like 4 a.m. because my heart's beating like 3,000 miles an hour. And then the next morning, I like limp downstairs. It's a Thursday, so I got to go to school, and I'm just like dead. I'm like, I'm so fucking tired, man. I just couldn't sleep last night. I have no idea what's going on, and I didn't think of it at the time. Like I was like, why can't I sleep? I'm so wired. Like all this, and then my mom was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, honey." And then she walked over, and then she saw the NOS thing in the sink. It was just like, "What the fuck?" And just like started popping off.
Yeah.
All this shit. So this is why you couldn't fucking sleep.
He was in there drinking battery acid.
It's like, why the hell are you drinking this shit and all that? Yeah, I remember that for sure.
Yeah.
I got chewed out for that one. Yeah.
So whenever you say downtown, do you mean like where the Target and shit is?
No, it's literally the downtown. It's like the old district where like it was genuinely set up like a small downtown on Main Street. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like old shit. It's cool. It's got some character or whatever, but
got some character. We have a bunch of those like in the like outskirts of Nashville. We have a bunch of those little like small like old timey looking downtowns.
Yeah.
I don't know what you'd call like colonial, I guess.
No, well, it's post-colonial, I guess.
Post-colonial. I don't know. Whatever
colonial would be like pilgrims.
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah. Whatever the classical
the
like
colonies,
200-year-old whatever that shit, whatever the term is for that era.
Yeah, that shit.
We got a bunch of those scattered around here as well.
Term. This is not to do with anything of that, and honestly, it's a short story, but this has stuck with me forever, and I just got to tell it because you were talking about going to quickly just get a 12er of Mountain Dew in a whole Publix, which is kind of weird, right? Because you're just going to get right, but it's what you're trying to do. I was a small kid. I don't know. I must have been under 10. We were in Walmart. I will never forget this for some weird reason. Still see it clear as day. This dude walking in, expensive suit. This motherfucker looked like Don Draper. Like he was the like most well put together, like handsome, clean cut dude. Like did not look like he should be in a Walmart. Walks into Walmart, goes right over to a drink machine, grabs a bottle of Sprite, like a plastic bottle of Sprite, and then goes and checks out and leaves. I just watched all of it, and it was just fascinating to me because it made no sense, and it still makes no sense.
That dude,
Who pulls up to a Walmart for just a bottle of Sprite?
That dude,
why are you looking that way? Like, what is going on?
He was on a road trip. That ass. He was on.
Why would you stop at Walmart?
I don't know, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, who pulls up to Walmart
That's my
like I need to
theory,
get a
though.
drink?
But speaking of well-dressed, well-groomed dudes in nice suits, you remember that time that Cole, that me and you and Tyler and Dallas went to Chick-fil-A over by where I went to high school?
Mm-hmm.
And that dude. Anyway, here's the thing, guys. Went to Chick-fil-A one time. Me, Cole, Tyler, and Dallas. We had been road tripping somewhere, doing something, and we were over by where I went to high school, and we were looking for some food. So I was like, "Yo, my Chick-fil-A is right over here. We just gonna skirt over to the Chick-fil-A." This is also like 4 years ago or some shit. So we're waiting in line, getting our food and shit, and this dude, well-dressed dude, pretty tall black dude, is wearing a suit, comes over and he starts talking to Tyler. He's just, casual conversation.
No, I remember. I was gonna say I don't really remember where this is going, but yeah, it didn't really affect me. So now I remember.
Right, yeah. So Tyler was like in line behind all of us, and so me, Cole, Dallas all get our food, and we go sit down, and we're just watching, looking up at the counter, and Tyler and this dude are still talking, going back and forth, whatever. And then Tyler, I think, eventually came back to the table and was like, "That dude bought my food, and he was trying to fuck me." Because literally, all we could see from the table is just Tyler and this dude just like talking back and forth. Just seems like a casual ass conversation, and then eventually, like, Tyler just like walks away by himself.
He was like, super candid about it too. The guy was like, "I'd like to take you out," and stuff like that.
Right? He was like, "I'll buy your food. I'm trying to take you out. I'll do this and that." And Tyler was like, "Hey man, not for me."
Oh, that shit was funny as shit.
But dude,
yeah, my friend had a similar story, where so there's this place called Mighty Burger in Houston, and there's like 2 locations. There's one that's like the first one, and it's really nice, like somewhere by the highway, and there's one that was in my neighborhood that was shitty, and people only liked it because they grew up and went to go get breakfast there. And that's kind of how I was, and me and my friend Tommy and Josh were. So we went there, and it was like walking distance. So we like walked like a block and we're there. So we went there, and like our thing was we would go to Dollar General, get whatever his mom wanted. Like she would always want like a pack of soda or something like that. And then we'd go to go get something to eat. Are you chill, bro? We'd go get something to eat. So me and Josh ordered our food together, and then Tommy was on the phone with his mom about what she wanted to get. So he ended up going by himself. And there was this dude at the counter that had just pulled up in a 18-wheeler.
Oh no.
And we don't know what's going on, but me and Josh are over there clowning Tommy because we're like, this motherfucker takes so long all the time, no matter what he does. We're over there roasting his box ass head, his unibrow. We're just
square head looking ass.
Yeah.
We're just calling him like Minecraft Steve and shit like that. Because that's just how it was. That's how it was. We're just dressed as a bitch ass. And every now and then, Tommy looks over and he looks at us like this. I'm like, "What do you want?" Like,
Save me, motherfucker.
And like he's over there trying to get his ketchup and like get the fuck out of there. And like we get our and like me and Josh go up there, we get our food, and we're like, "Tommy, did you order yet?" And he was like, "Yeah." And we were like, "Okay." And we grab our food and leave him with this guy. And like he was like an older dude. He was probably like mid-40s, but you could tell like he's a truck driver because like he's got like a denim jacket on. He's got that certain like aura about him.
Oh yeah.
And Tommy, and like as I'm walking away, all I hear is, "So yeah, where do you live? Like your dad like do anything?" And I was like,
He was trying to take him on a road trip. He was trying to show him the back of his cabin.
And then I was like,
"I want you to take me in the back of my cabin and split me apart like a coconut."
We got to the table. I told Josh what he said. I was like, "I think we gotta get him out of there." And then Josh was like, "It's funnier if we don't." I was like,
I'm so glad. So, dude, I was just about to tell a story, and then you told this one. I'm so glad you did, because in the exact same vein of ditching your friends when they're talking to somebody uncomfortably, I worked at Menchie's, which was a frozen yogurt shop. For anybody that doesn't know, awesome job, kicking it there with my buddy Alex, who worked with me. So he's telling me the story when he was in Walmart with his buddy Nick. He's in Walmart trying to get a new phone case, his new phone screen. His phone screen got shattered or whatever, the glass, and he's going to get it replaced there or some shit. and he's waiting in line to like talk to the people or whatever. And so it's my buddy Alex and my buddy Nick standing together. This one guy comes up. He's like, "Hey man, what are you guys waiting on?" And as it was described to me, he's this super nerdy looking dude that's kind of like, you can imagine. Anyways, so he's like, "Yeah, we're just waiting to get our glass." But he's like, "Listen, I've got a strategy for you. Listen, this is what you can do. I've got a strategy. You can go get this type of glass over at this store for much cheaper. And then you could," he's like basically talking about how you can do it yourself and completely replace this whole thing. And this like dude just going on and on. And then at some point, so Alex is telling me the story. The guy's talking to Alex. At some point, Nick is just like, "Wait, this guy isn't talking to me," and just fucks up. So then Alex is stuck with this guy. So he tells me this. It's just a funny story, right? So we go to this show in Atlanta like a couple weeks later. It's a metal show. So we're chilling. It's in between one of the sets, some of the bands. This dude starts coming up and talking to Alex and I. He's like, "Listen, man, I'm starting a band. I want you guys, like, what do you guys do? You want to like show me?" And Alex is dumb enough to respond. So then he starts going full on talking to Alex about all this shit. And I went, "Wait a minute, this guy's not talking to me."
Just fucked off.
I did that shit to him like 2 weeks later, and then he found me and he was like, "I'm gonna kick your ass, dude. Fuck you." I literally, dude, the best part is though, in that moment, it was loud. We were at a venue, but I literally said it out loud. I was like, "Wait a minute, this guy's not talking to me." Walked up.
I'm out of here,
this dude.
The funny thing is that like, so we called that guy Creepy Kevin. We didn't know his name. We just called him Creepy Kevin.
Creepy Kevin. Nice.
And every time we'd go, because we'd go up there like basically like 2 times a month, go up to the fucking Mighty Burger, go get something. Anytime that we saw that 18-wheeler, Tommy was like, "I'm not fucking going. We're going to Dairy Queen instead." We went to Dairy Queen.
I don't blame him, dude. I wouldn't go back either.
He said, "Fuck all that, bro." He was not trying to see the twin mattress in the back of his cabin, bro.
I was not harassed.
Right? And he was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "That's interesting. Can I go see what he sells?" And I was like, "What the fuck?"
I was not harassed, but I was like hit on repeatedly by this one girl who I was not interested in that worked at Firehouse Subs. And it started making me uncomfortable because it was pretty like she'd walk over the table if we were eating and like come talk to us and shit for like no reason. And it's like, you know, I'm just trying to get my sandwich. Like, it's okay. Like, dude, shoot your shot, right? But, you know, leave me the fuck alone. So that's how I'm saying, you know, like, anyways, it starts like every time I go in there, then I'm like, fuck, I hope she's not here. And then I walk in, she's there. Fuck. All right. So one time I pop in with my Discord partner sweater.
Oh,
that
no.
little zip up like this. And she sees, I turn around and like get my drink and it says Discord partner on the back. She comes over and she's like, "You use Discord?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "So you're a gamer?" Like, "Yeah." And then she starts telling me about all these games she plays on Steam and like her favorites and which one she's put more time in and all this shit. And then I never fucking came back to Firehouse.
Yep. I was gonna say,
I never went back, dude.
Dude.
I was like, I can't, because she thankfully didn't ask for my like link or Twitch or anything.
Right.
Like, she didn't, because I was like, I'm not starting this. I just don't want to do it. No disrespect. Made me uncomfortable.
That was like the funniest part about living in like the first CX house, like Dallas's house, was like there were like 5 or 6 places that we were not allowed to go to because there was like an ex-girlfriend or like some bitch there or like somebody that
Chick-fil-A.
That's what I'm saying. We couldn't go to Steak and Shake. We couldn't go to Chick-fil-A. We couldn't go to GameStop. We couldn't go here or there, bro. It's fucking
Dallas worked for GameStop and it didn't end that well.
It was bad,
fucking
bro. We could
Tyler
go anywhere.
was involved with a girl at Steak and Shake who kept working there. Jesse was involved with a girl who was like permanent at Chick-fil-A.
Dude, every time we would go to Chick-fil-A.
She was like the manager of this fucking Chick-fil-A, and then Jesse goes on like 3 dates with her. She's like, "Fucking marry me." That's not how it happened, but basically Jesse was like, "I'm not really feeling it." Totally nothing wrong there, but it was just obviously fucking weird every time we went. And then she would go out of her way to talk to us. Like Clay and I would come in and she'd be like, "Hey, how are you guys doing?"
Yes, because she knew we were his friends. And even when we would go through the drive-thru, she would find her way over to the drive-thru window and make sure she was the one that either took the payment or handed us the food.
Just truth. Hey, you got like
so how's Jesse doing? Oh, he died. Bye.
Again, he fell off a cliff. He's dead.
Yeah, don't know where he is.
No, yeah, she's really nice. I don't want it to seem like I'm like, she was a nice girl. Just
no, you know, but it's just
leave me the fuck alone. I'm trying to get my chicken and go home. That's all.
And of course, none of this shit. Of course, all these stories, like none of this shit, none of that was a big deal. But it's just funny because we're just awkward ass dudes trying to like get our we're just trying to get our shit done and get back home and play our video games. Motherfuckers got to make it weird.
That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to go get Korean barbecue that night. I wanted to spend a little bit of time with Kayla, and I wanted to get on with the boys. And that is,
Bro, it's literally just constant milk these days. And then we had that
If I-
crazy ass snowstorm in the south.
Dude, right after I graduated high school, Dallas' family like took a trip down to St. Augustine, Florida, and like I got to go with them. And basically, Dallas' parents did whatever the fuck they wanted all weekend, and then like we just did whatever we wanted all weekend. So it's a pretty good time.
Sure.
And at one point, we're fucking around, come back to the hotel, and we're like a couple floors up, so we gotta get in the elevator. And you know, like you stay at a hotel, people they'll have like outdoor grills and shit that you can use. So this one dude had just grilled some steaks and shit. He comes back, he's got like these 3 fat steaks on his plate. Gets in the elevator with us, and we're standing there. Dallas and I are just standing there, you know, right in the elevator, and this guy's like, just made some steaks. It's like, yeah, dude, looks good. He's like, yeah, we're gonna have a real good dinner. It's like,
Yeah. All right.
Dude,
You said that shit at the beginning of the elevator ride. You got like 25 seconds left.
It was like, I know you just made steaks.
Like, yeah.
Like, hey,
maybe
man, we just bought some
steaks.
pizzas. Why are you talking to me?
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
At that point, you'd be like, you say one more word to me, me and my friend are jumping you and taking those steaks.
Yeah.
What's stopping us from beating your ass and taking them steaks, huh?
Wow, you just sitting there fucking with him. He's just like, yeah, guys, just made some steaks. Yeah, we're gonna have a great dinner tonight. And you're just like, oh, word. Just fucking.
Oh, word.
You just touch the shit, just smack it. Yeah.
Or just like, or get your fingertips to hit the edge of the plate. It just flips.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Or no, just made some steaks. Oh, sick, dude. Oh, that looks great. Yeah,
Wow.
That's a good one.
Damn, you cooked that shit perfectly.
How many ounces is this?
Ding, you're on your floor. All right, you have a good one.
Just
Fucking
put it in your
peace.
fucking pocket.
Yeah.
Pocket a whole steak.
Yeah.
No, dude, that's it. That's it. You flip the plate, jump his ass, and just
Stuff the shit in your pocket and run off.
You just
Run, quick! Got shit dripping from your pants. Holy
Cole,
shit,
you have some
bro.
steaks? Huh? I don't know.
I don't know.
I was in the elevator.
In the elevator. Holy shit. But real quickly, brothers, I just wanted to say, if you are located in the South, if you were affected by all that bullshittery with the snow, your power was out, whatever. Hope everybody's okay. Hope everybody made it through all that unscathed and all that shit. It wasn't too bad where I was, because I'm in Tennessee. Justin's in Texas, so Justin got to see some worser parts of it.
It was like, you want to talk about the snowpocalypse? Yeah, it was. In Tejas,
Snowpocalypse, bro.
like straight up. I found out that it was gonna freeze, and I was like, this is gonna be bad. I already know this is gonna be bad. So I like hunkered down in my place, and people were like, hey, can you like drive? You want to go hang out in the snow? And I was like, I ain't going anywhere. Got me fucked up. I'm gonna sit right here. I'm
Got
gonna
me fucked
play
up.
video games.
Right, yeah, I stayed in my house and did not leave for like 5 days.
Kayla texted me, and she was like, hey, my power went out. And I was like, sucks.
Yeah.
My phone's at 3%. I was like, good luck, bitch.
You probably could have charged that shit.
Wow.
I was like, why didn't you charge it? She's like, I forgot to put it on the charger. And I didn't hear from her for like 5 hours. And then she texted me, she's like, hey, we're coming over. And I was like, what?
Yeah, but dude, I mean,
Damn,
just
you
to
were
like,
cold as ice.
but bro, I mean, I live in Tennessee, which is like, we get like, it snows once or twice a year here, like during the winter, and it'll be like, it'll snow one night, but like by morning it'll be gone because that shit ain't gonna stick. It does not snow here. We had feet of snow in this bitch, bro. Plus, then it was like we got the freezing rain and the shit froze, and we would just. Shit was crazy, bro. I'm telling you, I've never seen it like that here. I can only imagine.
Clay sent us a picture of his car because he was going to go get some food. And he's like, can't do it with the frozen mobile.
Yeah, bro. No, it was the Frosted Fusion. That's what Cole said. The Frosted Fusion. That shit was great. But,
Right.
but yeah, we hope y'all made it through that shit unscathed and hopefully non-frozen. We hope y'all are all doing well. Yeah, other than that, I've been killing the HBO Max game. I've just been watching hella Batman, hella Doctor Who, and shit, and that's pretty much all I've been up to.
I've been watching nothing but Batman, the animated series, and WandaVision.
Yo, can I get one of your guys' HBO Max account or some shit? Because like I don't have it, and I really want to watch stuff on there.
HBO Max is the shit.
This is some bullshit. I'm gonna bring up.
And I got Peacock.
I told you that I had an HBO Max account. I was like, I can give it to you, and you're like, nah, don't worry about it. I told you this like 2 or 3, or like when I got it. I was like, do you want it? And you're like, nah. And everyone comes back around. I told my brother the same thing, and he was like, nah, I don't want it.
Is the offer revoked?
It's just been revoked.
Dude, I was gonna say that shit.
You didn't remember that shit? Just was like, fuck you. Holy shit.
Yeah, seriously though, I'm gonna need access to that.
Yeah, nah, the streaming service has been going crazy, bro. I'm telling you, I got literally a year ago. I had Netflix and Hulu, in Prime, I guess.
Dude, that like little window of ad-free content in this transition from TV to internet and like streaming is over, and it makes me so sad.
I know, dude.
Like
that in like DMCA's and shit, like the way that like it's all starting to get regulated and people are cracking down on it and shit, and like I don't know, man. So, I miss the Wild West internet sometimes. I really do.
Yeah, but it's mainstream now. Like YouTube is mainstream media
I know,
now,
dude.
You know? So like that's like yeah, they run ads in the middle of
popular
them, like,
YouTubers are fucking
breaks.
celebrities.
Like real ads are showing up now, not like stupid startup apps. It's like
right.
You need tissues. Here's a fucking ad for tissues. It's like, you know, normal TV bullshit.
I get NBA ads since I be watching hella NBA stuff.
I get ads for my job all the time. I'm like, I don't want to see your bitch ass.
He goes home and watches YouTube videos, and it's fucking, hey, bitch, you want some cookies?
Want some cookies?
He said, nah, bitch.
Dude, one of the ads is just someone really close to the mic. You want some cookies?
No, it's just Justin making cookies in the fucking ad.
I'm like, dude, wait, like, I fucking pay for Hulu, and then I still have to watch ads.
That's some bullshit.
Right.
I mean,
about Hulu.
To be fair, though, that is kind of how TV always was. Like, you had to pay for your cable package, and you still had to
get commercials and shit, right?
Still ass.
But dude, literally a year ago, I had Netflix, Hulu, and Prime, and now I have fucking ESPN Plus, CBS All Access, fucking Peacock, HBO Max. There's fucking 11 of them now, dude. It's ridiculous.
I have your Netflix now. I didn't even realize it.
You have my Netflix? Give it back.
It says play.
You took it. Give it back. Dude.
I'm just going to go onto your mom's account and start watching fucking porn.
Dude, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, she's going to be like, oh my god, what's going on? We've been hacked.
She's like, who loaded up the hub on my account?
Who loaded up the hub?
I use RedTube. I know this wasn't me.
Have you ever... Yo, speaking of public embarrassment and casting shit,
like the couch?
No, I wasn't talking about casting couch. Well, yo, in Dallas's house, didn't like one of y'all's neighbors like cast porn to the TV on accident once? Didn't that actually happen?
Dude, so yeah, no, that actually happened. I walked out from the back.
I was about to make a joke out of it, but I think that actually happened.
I walk out there from the back, and like Dallas and Shaw are hanging out in the backyard. They're like out smoking and shit. And I like walk in, and on the living room TV, there's just a porno going. Like, and it's a porno. Like, it was like it was like a blonde chick with these huge blown up cans, like obviously fake. And then it was this just big muscular black dude with a huge cock. And it was like this exact, like, if you can imagine exaggerated porn, that's what it was.
Right, yeah.
I don't have any money. How am I gonna pay?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Right? And it was like starting. Like they hadn't even gotten fully undressed yet. They were like working their way, and I'm like seeing this shit. I'm like, what the, like, are Sean and Dallas just out here like chilling watching
porn?
Break? So I like step out the back and I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And they're like, what, bro? Like they were super like defensive, and they were like, what?
Yo, Cole, why are you watching porn in the living room?
I wasn't mad, but I was just like, what the hell are you guys doing?
Hey,
then they were like,
a jerk sesh.
So that turns out our next door neighbor, Dallas, had given him the Wi-Fi password at some point because he asked for it, and he looked up porn and accidentally casted it to our living room TV. And that's what that was.
Every time I cast something, I'm like, oh,
dude,
go to the wrong thing.
Dude, just
yeah,
but
yeah,
just that
I'm the same
visual
way.
of like Cole, Dallas, and Shaw standing in like a semicircle, like behind the couch, like with their arms on their hips, just like looking at this porno, just like, did you fucking? Is this yours?
Dude, Dallas and Shaw were like they were on trial and it was gonna be like a death sentence. They were like, dude, I swear to God, I did not do that shit.
Dude, it's not. I swear, it was not me. I'll watch it with you, but it was not my idea.
Yo, I'm with it if you're down, but like
Right.
I didn't do it. I did not initiate this.
As long as nobody said it was me first.
All right, yo, somebody turn this off. Well, hold on now. We just
Hang on
see
now.
what happens here.
Right.
I'm really invested in the plot. I want to know how she's gonna pay for this.
She's gonna.
I want to know how she's gonna pay for it.
This is a serious dilemma.
Right, I wonder what she's got in that back pocket.
My husband just left me and took all the money.
The
I don't know how I can pay for it.
money. Holy shit, bro.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That legitimately happened. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's been a... God, dude. I guess the theme of this podcast was like public embarrassment or weird shit. Getting hit on by dudes in public and the like.
I think, like, everybody has a couple of really strange interactions in public from their life, and they're usually
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
good stories.
Oh, yeah. And there's plenty more where that shit came from. Well, listen up, bros. As usual, remember to get after us in the comments. Follow us on Twitter at WavelengthsCX. If you're watching us on YouTube, links are in the description. You can go listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, fucking wherever else, SoundCloud, all that shit. It's all linked in the description. But yeah, we appreciate you guys. I think that's going to wrap it up for us this week. Just a chill little podcast talking about some bullshit. But yeah, you guys got anything else before we wrap this bitch up?
I think we're good. I just want to say out loud, I feel like this was one of the funnier episodes of this podcast that we have made. So if you guys agree, let us know in the comments, because I'd really like to know. Like, obviously we want to continue to improve our podcast, but if you guys have like an episode that you really favor, we can try to like emulate that sort of style, not necessarily
right.
copy it, but if we have an idea of like the type of podcast we do that flows better, you guys
right. We're definitely going to pay attention to what you guys like and what you guys think works better, whether it's whether you guys want to hear us telling random bullshit stories or talking about Infinite or fucking esports, or what I'm saying. We're dipping our breadsticks into a lot of different sauces up in this bitch. All right.
Yeah. You sweet and sour, mustard,
orange chicken.
Yeah. The orange chicken, all that
the
shit.
Double
bro.
mustard.
Yeah.
Double mustard.
The twin musties, bro.
You guys are gonna learn all sorts of super meta foods.
You guys gonna learn
this podcast.
today. Well, not today. Like in the next podcast.
We can teach you how to live off just PB&Js for like 2 months straight.
Or cookout trays. Yeah. Either or. It's interchangeable, bro. Survival strategy 101. You gotta either have a cookout next to your house or have access to peanut butter.
I remember one day my dad was like, "Yeah, we don't have bread," and I was like, "But I want a PB&J," and he gave me a pack of saltine crackers. He's like, "Make it then," and I was like, "What?"
Dead ass,
For
bro.
the record, that shit still kind of goes dumb.
It is. It does. It does.
That shit's good as fuck. That saltiness gets in there, and it's like,
That's what I'm saying. We were talking about that, like how peanut butter is just like a legendary like snack, just like by itself. And like I keep peanut butter and pretzels like literally next to my desk, so I can just fucking eat it.
Peanut butter goes stupid, man.
Peanut butter goes stupid. So yeah, we're gonna leave you guys with that shit. If you guys made it all the way through, comment peanut butter goes stupid or tweet it at us, and we'll send you like a free jockstrap or something. But yeah, love you guys.
Used jockstrap.
Yeah, used, definitely. It's gonna smell all kinds of funky. Otherwise, what's the point?
We won't wash it. We'll take it off and immediately put it in a Ziploc, and it'll seal in that freshness.
Definitely.
Might vacuum seal that shit.
Yeah. He fights crime in a rubber suit and really seals in the flavor, But like, we love you guys. We're gonna catch y'all in the next one. Remember, like I said, get after some podcasts, tweet us, all that shit. But yeah, we love you guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Later.